Hey you guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I will be discussing not so much of like what I eat for my meals this week, but instead of that I'm going to be discussing the difference from the NutriValley protein bar versus the Pure protein bar. Okay, so let's get started. So when I eat my meals from day to day, I like to have some type of snack to eat, just to hold me over until the next meal. So whether it's between breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner, I like to just grab me a protein bar and eat that. Okay, so one of the top two choices that I usually use is either Natural Valley or Pure Protein. So I usually can get a big box of this where it's like a pack of like 24 from Sam's Club. So if you're like at Walmart, you're like, oh, this is too expensive, go to Sam's Club. If you have one, your mom, family, friend, whatever, and grab you a box of these. Now with this one, it comes in a box. The only place that I've gotten this from is Walmart, because it's kind of like your knockoff version of a protein bar, basically. But I'm pretty sure you can get this at Myers if you have a Myers in your area. Usually Myers is more of the Midwest area, so if you're not from the Midwest, then try Walmart, okay? So let's just get into the difference between the two, and then I'll tell you about just like the taste and how the different flavors is, because I'm a very picky person, and if you follow me on Instagram and I try new flavors of any type of like pre-workout, BCAAs, protein, whatever the case might be, I tell it like it is. I'm not sugarcoating nothing because I'm not getting paid for it, so why not? Even if I was getting paid for it, I want you guys to know the truth. I'm not going to be one of them, Instagram influencers that lie and be like, oh my gosh, you guys, try this, it's so good. And then I throw it, spit it out after the video. No, I'm going to be like, this is disgusting, and throw it out. I'm going to rate it for real, and I'm going to say, this is getting a 0 out of 10 because it's gross. Okay? So anyways, so let's just start off with the NutriValley first. This is the one I've been using for years before I started using this one. So what I always tell you guys, look at the nutrition fact. So just flip it over. So let's just start off with the calories. I usually don't really care about the calories just because I focus on your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. And that's why I tell all my clients when it comes to nutrition, focus on that. Don't necessarily focus on calories. But if you want to focus on that, that's fine too. We're going to get into it. So calories is 190 calories in the NutriValley bar. Okay. Now with the Pure Protein, there is 200 calories. So 10 more, not too bad. Okay. Even when you look at just like the little picture of it, you can tell that it's more coated with chocolate. So that's probably where the extra 10 calories come from, where this one isn't coated. Okay. Moving on. So next thing, fats. This is more important. So total fats is 12 grams. Saturated fats is 3.5, trans fats is 0, polyunsaturated fats is 1 gram, and monosaturated fats is 7 grams, okay? With this one, the total fats is 7 grams, so this one's a little higher. Saturated fats is 3, where this one was 3.5. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I was looking at saturated fats saying that like the total fats was higher than the saturated fats, which is true, but the total fats for this one is 12 grams, so this one is actually higher in total of the fat than this one is. So that's what I really look at. That's why I said don't really worry about the calories, because when it goes into fats, this one's secondly healthier, even with the more coating of the chocolate. If I could read today. So yes, so saturated fats is 3 grams, where this one's 3.5. The trans fats is 0. Both of them are 0. And this one does not have like mono fats or whatever. So that's how you know like this one is way better than this one is, just because it doesn't have these extra poly, mono, blah, blah, blah. When you start seeing extra stuff like that, that's when you're like, let me, scale away from that. I'm about to drop it. Okay, so moving on. I don't really care about that. You can look at sodium if you want to. I just try to recommend that you guys take in as less sodium as possible. Not necessarily like, oh, it's gotta have nothing in sodium. It's gonna have sodium because how it's packaged, how it's stored. Every item is gonna have sodium to have a longer shelf life. So just try to just be low with the sodium, but don't be like, oh, I can't get it because it has 200, grams of sodium. Don't stress too much about that, okay? But don't add any sodium in your food as well. I'm not talking about, don't add sodium to a protein bar, duh. But you know what I mean? Like when you're cooking, your chicken, your meats, whatever the case may be, don't add extra sodium to that. Okay, now let's move on to your carbs. Carbs is like one of the main things that people go back and forth about like, should, you have high, carbs, low carbs, blah, 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 blah. I can make a video about that one because people just go back and forth. Yes, long story short, you need carbs in your diet, okay? Anyways, moving on. So, there is 15 grams of carbs in this. Where this one is 17 grams of carbs. So this one's a little higher, not too much, it's only 2 grams higher on the carb scale. Now fiber though, this one's really good. It has 6 grams and this one has 1. And the reason why I say that's good is if you don't know, and everybody needs to talk about this, and if your nutritionist, your trainer doesn't talk about fiber, get you a new one, okay? Fiber is important so you can have a bowel movement, okay? And everybody, this is normal, everybody needs a bowel movement, okay? You need to be using the bathroom, doing the number 2, at least 2 times a day, okay? You really need to be doing it 3 times a day. So if you are not even doing it once a day, I'm gonna need you to get some more fiber in your diet, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know that right now. Fiber is so important. Even if you need to take a supplement that just has just fiber to use the bathroom, cool. Do what you gotta do, okay? Go to the doctor. Do what you gotta do. Moving on. You can look at sugar if you want to. I really don't, but for the sake of this video, sugar is 7 grams. For this one, sugar is 2, which is very surprising for this one just because it has so much chocolate in it that I'm surprised it doesn't have, like it has some added sugar, which is 2%, which is only 1 gram. But still, overall, this one has way more sugar because this added sugar is 5 grams. So this one has way more sugar than this, which is very, surprising. So looks are deceiving. That's why I tell you guys, look at the nutrition facts. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Do I have to put this down your throat? Look at the nutrition facts because looks are deceiving. Because you would think like, oh, this one is terrible. Like this one looks more healthy. Let me get this. When in all actuality, if you look at it overall, the pure protein is better. Okay. Last but not least, that is more, important on here. Protein. That's hence of why it's called a protein bar. You want to get as much protein as you can, okay? So, get your Rally protein. If I can flip it. It has 10 grams of protein in this one, okay? Now your pure protein has 20 grams. Even if you're just looking at like, okay, all my nutritionist wants me to do is get a whole bunch of more protein in. Okay, this one has 10, this one has 20. I'm taking this one. So, overall, as you can see, the pure protein one is the one to go to, okay? Especially if you are, changing your lifestyle up, really looking at the nutrition facts of, your fats, your carbs, your proteins, and everything like that. The pure protein is way more healthier for you, okay? So I feel like when it comes to the two, the NutriValley is just one of those things like it's Nike. Like, oh, everybody eats this, or oh, everybody wears Nike, so let me wear Nike. Let me, eat NutriValley. So that is why people gravitate more to that, even though this one has way more protein, better carb, blah, 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 whatever the case may be, than the NutriValley. But people always want to, be in the trend and the now. Don't care about that. I'm trying to get healthy, okay? And I want you guys to get healthy. Get you some pure protein. So, y'all Y'all see that? The focus. Get that. Okay. Now taste wise. I'm very picky when it comes to taste, so I'm not the really one to judge or whatever. But as you can see, they're both peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, whatever. Cause I like chocolate. I like peanut butter too. Sometimes I'll get just not just peanut butter, but just chocolate, depending. NutriValley does not carry just chocolate. Pure Protein does though. But I would just say, taste overall, this one is like NutriValley is more of like a peanut butter type of taste, where Pure Protein, it can have like, it just really depends on which one you eat. But this one is pretty good. But I think the chocolate one is more of like a chalky kind of thing. So that's the only downfall when it comes to more protein, is that the consumers can't really cover up the chalky taste of protein. So that's the only thing about it. But overall, it's good. Both of them are good. I wouldn't say like, oh my gosh, this one is amazing versus this one. I have both of them. I eat both of them. They're fine. That's why I said this one. Like if you really like peanut butter, like a Reese Buttercup or whatever, definitely the NutriValley. This one, still the same thing, but has more chocolate covering coated over it. So I would say not necessarily like taste like a Kit Kat, but just like the covering of a Kit Kat kind of thing, to like have something in reference. But yeah, so rating wise, I mean, I'll give both of them really 8 out of 10. Maybe I'll give like the NutriValley like an 8.5 or whatever, just for like less of the coating of the chocolate. But I really like chocolate, so then if I'm in the mood for, you know, more chocolate, then this would be 8.5 out of 10, you know what I mean? But neither of them are like 10 out of 10s or whatever, because it's, none of the proteins are perfect, because we're not perfect, you know? So there's always improvement the consumer can do. But yeah, so those are my, you know, reviews of the proteins that you guys can have as an example of a snack that you guys can have in between meals. So if you guys would like to see more of like, okay, what other snacks can I, you know, have for between, you know, breakfast to lunch or lunch to dinner, put in the comments below. I'm telling you guys, I already got a list for, you know, the next couple of months for people that want me to, you know, explain, show, whatever the case may be. And that's what I'm here for. I keep telling you guys every video, I'm here for you. This is not for me. So like I said, Walmart, Meijer, Sam's Club, this is the places that you can get these protein bars from. There are other protein bars, but these are the top ones that I personally use, okay? And that I have, you know, recommend my clients to use. So I recommend you guys to use it, all right? So if you guys have any questions, of course, don't hesitate to ask. If you're new here, welcome. We are going on to crazy, our 2nd year. This is crazy. So happy anniversary of being on YouTube. So it's going by super fast. I started in 2021 and we are in 2023 now. So excited for this journey and to continue it and to help you guys achieve your fitness goals. So see you guys later. Bye.